Good morning. This is Bree Luck. I'm with the Lovely Unbecoming, and today we're going to tap on anxiety. This is an EFT session to work on feelings of anxiety. I know that I feel a lot of anxiety. Many people I love do, many of my clients do. And when we feel anxious, we can't always move forward with the ease and brilliant decision making that we can do, that we can have, that we can engage in when we feel relaxed and open and confident and ready to take on the world. I can't promise that you'll take on the world with this EFT tapping meditation, but what we can do is begin to calm down our nervous systems, to move out of the sympathetic stage of fight, flight, or freeze that we're all feeling a lot right now, and move into this place of ease and relaxation and calm. So we're going to do that now. We're going to begin with the negative. Well, don't worry, because we won't stay there for very long, I promise. But we want to take stock of where we are right now so that we can see how far we can go. So we're going to begin by just really checking in with those feelings of anxiety. So just sit down, plant your feet on the ground, really check in with your body. Where do you feel this anxiety? Where do you hold it? I know that I often hold it in my throat. That's a big thing for me, and I often feel it in my belly. But where do you feel it? And if you could rank that on a scale of 0 to 10, with 0 being like, I'm cool, I'm chill, I've got this, I am confident and full of ease and ready to go about my day, and 10 being, I am completely immobilized by anxiety. I can't do anything, I'm hurting, I'm only feeling overwhelmed by this. That would be a 10. Where are you on that scale? And you can write it down. So me right now, I'm really at about a 5. I'm at about a 5. I get a little nervous doing these videos, so I'm feeling some anxiety about that. Now I'm going to make statements, and these statements are for my anxiety. I'm beginning with my place, but after I say them out loud, you can repeat them either out loud or silently to yourself. If you don't want to repeat them out loud, that's totally fine. It still works. But only repeat them if they feel true to you. If they don't feel true, say something else that does. What does feel true to you? There's no wrong way to do this, but you do want it to feel like it is your statement for you. And now we're going to get started. Remember, we're going to start with the negative and then go forward from there. We'll begin with the karate chop point. That's right here on the side of the hand. And we'll tap right there. Even though I feel all of this anxiety, I'm open to releasing this feeling and finding more ease today. Even though my body is tight from this anxiety and the tension, I acknowledge this feeling and honor it. Even though my anxiety is getting in the way of my ability to live fully in this moment, I am ready to release it and to move on. And now we'll go to the top of the head. And that's right up here. I am really freaking anxious. Now we'll go to the eyebrow point. You can use 1 finger or 2 fingers. I like to use 2. There is so much that I'm worried about right now. Let me go to side of eye. With the pandemic, with finances, with the people in my life and the relationships. Go to under eye. I feel like I'm just hanging on by a thread. I feel like I should have greater control over these things. Chin point, which is just above the chin. And if I keep my worries top of mind, I won't be blindsided. The next point is the collarbone point, which is really just below the collarbone and about 1.5 inches out from the sternum. Anxiety is my effort to find control, but it's really weighing me down. And then underarm, that's right at the bra strap or nipple line. And I am tired of this anxiety. Back to the top of the head. I'm tired of feeling it in my throat, in my head, in my stomach. I just want to release it for a moment. Just to get a little break in my body and in my mind. Just to feel a little clarity so I can make better decisions today. Or just to be able to enjoy this moment. And breathe a little more easily. And think a little more clearly. And I'm taking the first steps to release this anxiety now. With each tap, I'm releasing a little more anxiety. And with each breath, I'm finding a little more energy and a little more grace. And moment by moment, I'm open to finding a new perspective. Now you don't have to repeat this part, but I want you to take a moment to think about a specific situation that is related to your anxiety. How are you feeling about it now? Where do you feel it in your body? Bring a little more breath to this moment. Instead of trying to control it or fix it, just observe it. And now repeating, I don't have to force relaxation. I don't have to apply effort to find release. I just have to breathe and tap, and my anxiety begins to dissolve. I release any remaining anxiety now. With each tap, I let it go. With each tap, the remaining tension dissolves. And with each breath, I feel more centered. I feel the solid ground beneath me, holding me up, supporting me. And I feel my body relaxed and energized. With each breath, I am more focused. And I am ready to embrace the day. Now take a deep breath in and out. And check in with your body again. how would you rate your anxiety now on a scale of 0 to 10? Did it change? Did it shift? Any movement down that scale is a good step. It's a little more ease. I hope that you found this video helpful, and I hope that you will come to my website, thelovelyunbecoming.com, because for this month of February, I'm creating, for 28 people, I'm creating individualized tapping videos for you. So you can sign up for a 15-minute session with me, and we can talk about something that you're struggling with or something that you're trying to have a little more of in your days, and I'll create a video for you just like this. Have a wonderful day.